Another game we played is a space game by Artipia Games, and it was published, I think, from Stronghold, called New Dawn. It's basically a space game, if you ever played, which we haven't, but Among the Stars. It's the same universe. This game is like a big board. You're basically putting cards out there and trying to control them, and after so many rounds, at the end of the game, you count up your controlled cards or whatever. It's not really an area control, but I guess it slightly is on a low, on a very loose definition of the term. So, and I think that it's massive. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, but it's very simple.
It's a little overwhelming when you first see it, but yeah, it plays it plays pretty easy. So
very straightforward, I think. I really like the concept of. It's really weird because our gaming group sometimes, when it comes to games like this, right? This game's about combat against each other,
right?
Trying to take it over from somebody else, and maybe we're not the most aggressive players, but we can be aggressive. It's just I think we usually, some games we maybe are a little bit too passive, and seek the other routes to victory. And in this game, I think even with 3 players, we went at it quite a bit in the last couple.
Yeah,
of months.
there was a in your face going on, so.
Yeah, and I guess the reason we don't like some of those is because of all the take that aspects of games. Like I don't find take that very fun, but this game didn't have like take that. It literally is like strategy, taking over points and stuff. And I will say, much like League of Six, this game is doing something very fresh too. I mean, I can't picture any other games doing a lot of the same stuff.
No, yeah, it's the card placement, getting benefit from the card, and then you're trying to hopefully set your the whole the mobile units, only being able to attack in a certain radius of them and stuff like that, and it was definitely different.
Yeah. I think that the component qualities are awesome. I mean the little thing. Well, except for those little bases. Those bases you usually place and forget. But much like Terra Mystica, you have a little board in front of you, and as you use things, your bases, they come off your board onto the spot on the main board, and it reveals resources that you'll get later on. So every turn you're going to do production, and if you have taken over 2 economy cards on the board, 2 of your economy bases are gone, and now each economy spot on your board that's where they were sitting, they're going to give you a coin apiece. And it was kind of like 3 different currencies and stuff, and it's an asymmetrical game, so each player had a different race and different powers and stuff.
Right.
But as we started playing it, I don't really think they're that much different.
No, I was going to say that they were different, but it wasn't like one was a lot better than the other because of the card makeup that they had would
the technology cards.
Yeah, it would kind of coincide with what they were doing, I guess, to balance it out.
Yeah, and this game has dice, and so like a lot of these strategy games, right? It's mostly about card play, taking over and stuff. And this game had enough dice and enough randomness of luck that it wasn't that big of a deal. Because, the dice are different colors. They have different amounts on them and stuff. So if you want to go after somebody, you just got to make sure you're rolling, the better dice by placing your headquarters closer to the card you want to take over and things like that.
Right.
And so, no, I really liked it. I thought it was really good.
No, it was different. Like I said, it was a little overwhelming when you first see it, but it was a lot more simple than what I anticipated.
Yeah.
Man, it was a good time. I enjoyed that game a lot.
Yeah, especially like opened the rule book the first time and I'm like reading it. I'm like, wow, this is pretty straightforward. It's not complex or anything. So anyway, good game.
I agree.